A strange foggy morning, I whispered to myself, unsettled but determined to coo at the shadows to make them nothing more than a simple change in weather. I picked up my pen to write down the stories that floated in my head, but they too went silent. The world went silent. Not even the scratch of the pen against the paper made a sound. I pushed away from the desk. My feet pressed against the grain of the wood floor as I walked to the kitchen to make another coffee, confident I was just exhausted, maybe even growing ill. My steps were hesitant. The floor no longer felt like the one I had been treading on throughout this spring. The wood felt unfamiliar. Sharp against my feet, it felt as if it were slicing my heels. But when I looked, they were smooth, untouched. When I got to the kitchen, it felt so strange, so foreign to my eyes, and that I could not recognize anything at all. The angles were too sharp. The stone of the counter looked brittle, the wood stove cracking. The shadows did not dance. There was no warmth of the smell of roasted coffee beans. I rubbed my eyes to look again, but it was still wrong. And then I saw it. A door beside the back door. Its color a deep burnt orange with a black doorknob. It stood taller than the other door, built together by panels of wood that looked forged by old rusty nails. I moved towards it, my pulse throbbing in my hands, my heart palpitating so hard against my chest that my body temperature rose. I opened it. A narrow stairwell went into darkness. A quiet pull beneath the ground that beckoned me. The whispers of the grave here, flooding my mind all at once. I desperately wanted to look away, but my eyes were fixated on the black. I swallowed hard to take a step down, my fingers on the frame of the door to still myself. But the walls, they were dirt. I felt my nails seep into them, the cold wet of earth, the stairs creaking below my feet as the walls crumbled under my fingers. With each step, the stairwell grew more narrow, until there were no more steps to take, just sunken earth. It tried to bury me. The grime and mud pulled me down, entangling itself around my ankles, wrenching my body into it. I screamed. Gravel slipped my skin as I held onto the stairs, pulling myself out of the loam, scrambling up each step. They cracked below my feet, the wood splintering and slicing me open until I reached the top of the stairs, where I slammed the door hard and retreated against the countertop, which had suddenly set back in its place.